good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today, and happy day after Christmas. Well, 2 days after Christmas, I guess now. But anyway, today for me, the main thing that I need to do is take the decorations off of Lloyd, because he definitely is starting to get a little bit upset with the weight on his branches. So that's the main thing that I will be doing today. But besides that, not entirely sure yet, because for me it is, like I just said, the day after Christmas. But I will get Lloyd in just a minute. Right now, I just wanted to say good morning, and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I will see you in a little bit. A little dark in here. I think a light should help. There we go. That's a little bit better anyway. And you are very much not level. Is that better? It looks pretty okay. Maybe we'll go with that. The flag above Lloyd, or behind Lloyd, I guess, is not level, so ignore that, but I think you're pretty okay. But yeah, it is, it's time to take his decorations down, and I should probably vacuum the floor underneath him first, but I'll just watch where I step. But he has done amazingly this year. I cannot believe how many ornaments he held. Also, this is what I have left of the ornaments that I did not put on. Whoops. At least they didn't fall out of the container, but these are all the ones that I did not put up this year. These owls I absolutely love. They're so pretty, but they are also very heavy, so they cannot go on him. Sometimes I put them like around the base, but I didn't this year. I just did the little snowflakes and a couple of these little snowball looking ornaments. I think there are only 2 on him, but yeah, mostly I just kept it to the snowflakes this year, and pine cones, because I thought it just looked pretty, and I was hoping for a white Christmas, so Lloyd was my white Christmas. This star was very difficult to get on him because it wouldn't stay on the top, obviously. I think he was absolutely beautiful with his decorations this year. He's beautiful without them too, but with his decorations, he was just extra pretty. Oh, there's the other little snowball. Uh-oh. Almost got them all. I think there's a couple on the other side. Yes, there are a couple over here. Here's the other snowball. See, they're just little sparkly ornaments. They're just very cute and tiny and very light. These little snowflakes weigh nothing. And the little sparkly Christmas trees. The ornament that has my name on it. Oh yeah, the star that's in the center. This has been here all season. This came in like one of those flower arrangements that you get. And I've kept it because I liked it. But yeah, that was just in the soil. It doesn't fit in the container though. And this I made, this little guy I made when I was in kindergarten or first grade. I don't remember. Does it say there is a year on it? I cannot read it though. I can't read it, but it has my name on it, kind of like pressed in, but the pencil is long gone. Just, it's very old is the point. But yes, I made this when I was in kindergarten or first grade. So I technically just like stuck the foam pieces to this little guy, so it counts as me making him. But yeah, this little guy is very, very old, but obviously too big to hang on Lloyd. Should I take the all the dirt that I have on the blanket from when I made the mess the other day? I'm thinking about also removing the blanket, but I'll leave the lights, mostly because this is a mess. So yeah, hang on just a second. Let me get that cleaned up, because I need to pick Lloyd up. And since it's already messy on the floor, I might as well just, you know, brush it off down there, since there's already dirt on the floor. All right, Lloyd, you're gonna keep the leaves. Oh my, you're heavy because I just gave you water. All right, there we go. Shake out the dirt. Oh my, there was a lot in there. Okay. Now he just has some pretty little lights until Sunday. Should I wash this with the other stuff? I probably should. I'm gonna be taking my stuff, all of the rest of the stuff down on Sunday, so I'm gonna leave the lights just because I'm still enjoying those. But all the ornaments and the little tree skirt are gone, and he's back to being happy again. He doesn't have to have all that weight on his branches anymore. He's such a pretty tree. He's getting so big too. Which way do you want to be turned, buddy? How about like that? That should be good. There you go. All right, there you go, Lloyd. All right, it is time. I think you're mostly level, but it's time to knit the blanket. But before I get started knitting, I wanted to say a couple of things. Firstly, I have already knit one of the rows because I haven't done that in a while, and I wanted to, have half of it done before. And you know how it is sometimes. But yeah, I wanted to knit half of the row today first. But I wanted to show you where is the little, there it is. I was learning how to use this, the little sewing machine thing that I showed you yesterday. It works incredibly well. So I am going to be definitely using this quite a bit, I think, because, like I say, I alter my clothing quite a bit because yeah, I have some clothing sensitivity issues, so I need to make them, a bit more comfortable. But I was testing how the little stitches and everything worked to make sure that I could, and nothing is straight. I was just testing. I don't even know if you can see the thread on there, but yeah, it works really, really well. It even I was able to fold it over and sew a little bit of that. So yeah, this was just a test piece, obviously, but it works so well that I grabbed what I use to, I have 4 pieces of these because a really long time ago, I don't remember when I cut these out, but I was gonna make these into gloves, but then I didn't want to because I didn't know if the just white swimsuit material would be good all the way up as just, a glove. I thought it might look a little bit funny, so I've never actually made them into gloves, and then it takes so long anyway that I didn't know if it would be worth it because I didn't know if I would wear them. Anyway, the point is I already had these cut out, so I wanted to see if I could sew it. And I know you're definitely not going to be able to see the stitching that the machine did, but I got this entire side of the glove sewn in about 2 minutes, and then I got just a little bit done up here because I'm still very much figuring out what to do, but I kind of accidentally left the piece of fabric, so it just kind of ended there because I didn't give myself enough space. So yeah, I just kind of stopped sewing the fabric, so I ended there. But yeah, it did an amazing job, and then the outside is completely sewn, and it's so smooth, and it's a straight line, and the stitches are evenly placed. I mean, I did honestly a lot better than I thought that I would have. But yeah, it is an actual slightly kind of sewn together, and it looks so good and it works so well. And again, this took 2 minutes to do once I figured out how to use it. Took me a while to figure out how to use it because apparently I need to make sure that the needle is all the way down and I hear a click noise, and that way I know that it will grab the thread underneath. Otherwise it doesn't catch on the bottom and it just completely unravels. So yeah, I did have to learn that. But yeah, this thing I think I'm going to be using quite a bit. I very much enjoy it, and I wanted to show you that. But I will get started knitting now, and I also wanted to say I know that it was kind of a bad day to want to knit the first row first, but we changed the yarn color today actually, and it wasn't on Christmas unfortunately, but I'll still know that the day after all the big section of green was the day after Christmas, so I'll know where Christmas was on this blanket in the future, which is exciting. It is kind of disappointing now that I didn't change the yarn yesterday because the orange yarn would really stand out, especially because today is blue. I cannot believe that yesterday we almost used the orange yarn. It was really, really close, and today we are using the blue yarn. So yeah, that is a drastic temperature difference. It was so cold outside. I honestly was kind of shocked when I went outside at how cold it was versus yesterday. It is absolutely freezing out there today. I mean, it's not literally freezing yet, but it basically is. It is so cold, and it didn't rain that much, or even the pressure didn't change or anything, which is interesting. I mean, I'm sure it did, but I don't think that much because I get migraines usually, so My ball of yarn is stuck a little bit. But yeah, it was very, very interesting how drastic the temperature difference is today. But anyway, besides like learning how to use that little sewing machine, which I was probably only doing that for like maybe a half hour, it didn't take long for me to figure it out, which was very exciting as well. But besides that, a super calm day, which is really nice. The time in the day just seems to have gone nice and slowly, and it's just like, yeah, it's a nice day after Christmas. It's just been really calm. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, also, the little hat on the snowman, that hat right there, sorry, it's really hard to point behind me. I did not put that on Lloyd this year, and if you know, that is his tree topper usually, but I did that on purpose because I really like it on the snowman, so I left it there, and I wanted Lloyd to have a star on top this year. It didn't really go on the top, unfortunately. It was a couple branches down, but hey, it's close enough. I'm assuming the snowman will probably have it again next year, but you never know. It might be Lloyd's hat again next year. And the other thing that I wanted to mention that I completely forgot about yesterday, I promised that I would tell you what was in the gifts that I wrapped for Mom and Dan. I showed you what Dad's gift was because that doesn't get wrapped. He just had the candy, like chocolates and stuff, so I have done that for, I don't know, most of my life, so it's a tradition. I get him different little boxes of candy every single year. Sometimes he gets a big chocolate Santa in the center, some years, like this one, he gets mini chocolate Santas. It's just whatever looks the best, so that's what he got this year. And what was in Mom's gifts, I cannot show you what it is because obviously they have them now, but I got Mom some pens, highlighter pens, a word search, and a, I don't exactly know what it's called, even though I'm the one who got it for her. I don't know what it's called exactly. It's like a sticker by number type book. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. It's kind of like a puzzle, but you're using stickers, I guess would be a good way to describe it. But it's very fun. I was helping her a little bit earlier with the stickers. It's a picture of flowers, and she obviously likes those gifts. And what was in Dan's gifts was a mini calendar, like a desktop calendar, and some pens as well, and a little journal, and just notebooks, not necessarily for journaling, but just little notebooks because I know that she likes those. So that's what was in those gifts. I promised I would tell you, but again, I'm sorry, I completely forgot to tell you what they were yesterday, and I felt kind of bad after I realized I forgot. So yeah, that's what's in those in case you were wondering. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but I did put my Santa hat in the background, hopefully where you can. I think, yeah, you should be able to see it. It's up there. I wanted it in the background even though I don't have it on anymore. And as for this sweater, I think I decided I'll wear it just one more time tomorrow because I'll be putting everything away on Sunday and getting everything washed. So I'll just, I'll wear it tomorrow, and then that will, maybe when I'm taking the decorations down. But after that, like when I'm knitting, I probably will not have this sweater on. So tomorrow will most likely be the last day of the Christmas sweater, which is kind of sad, but it makes it so that I will look forward to it again next year, and I kind of want to fully clean. But Sunday also works well because then I'll be able to just get all the cleaning done on Monday, so I guess it kind of works out perfectly. Actually, I am looking forward to taking it down and getting everything clean again, but I'm also not, because I have loved how it looks this year, and it's just like, yeah, it's very Christmassy and just kind of cozy this year, and magical as well, because yeah, sometimes it just is decorations, but this year it's felt like Christmas. I know it's hard to explain that, but I know you know what I mean. But anyway, I am all done knitting the blanket because I already knit the first row. And I need to get some of the extra fuzz off because this blue yarn is very, very fuzzy. Again, makes it very soft. It just is very annoying. But this, oh my goodness, what happened to the blanket? I will untwist that in a second. But this is what it looks like up close. I know you probably can't tell, but this is a new row of the blue. And this, after I get this thing all untwisted, oh, hello Hello, ball of yarn. Where did you come from? The blanket is not cooperating with me today. There we go. I think we got it. This is what all of the blanket looks like for the entire year so far. We have less than a week left. What, only 5 more days left? This thing is almost done with all the temperatures, and then we just do the border, and then, yeah, then it'll be finished and be a real blanket, and then I need to figure out something else to knit or crochet because I don't want to, oh wait, I know, I'm gonna make something out of the leftover colors. So that'll be easy. I'll probably end up crocheting after this is finished. I'll make a blanket out of it, or a tiny blanket at least, because there's not a lot of yarn, but there's more than I was expecting. Actually, there's mostly blue. I thought there would be mostly gray, but there's mostly blue yarn left over. But anyway, that is gonna do it for the video today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and just thank you so much for being here. And I hope you had a good day today, no matter what you did. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you had a good day. And yeah, as for me tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure once again what I'm gonna be getting up to because it is still very soon after Christmas. But as for Sunday, I know what I'm doing. It's gonna be taking down all the decorations. But yeah, as for tomorrow, don't have anything planned at the moment, so we will figure it out. But yeah, as for today, just thank you so much for being here, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye. I'll see you later.